Hi, my friends. Welcome to another episode of Von Cupcake Yoga. I'm your host, Gretchen, and today we are going to do a lower back release. I've had so many people tell me that they're having a lot of pain and aching in their lower back. Maybe they suffer from sciatica pain or something in that nature. So we are going to do a lower back release today. In our practice, we love to use blocks. Anything roughly the shape or size of this is going to work for you. Blocks are really readily available on all big box stores, online. They range from $5 to $40. They're all great. They're all wonderful. But if you don't want to buy any blocks, a big, heavy, sturdy book will do really well too. We are also going to use a yoga strap. Now, yoga straps are also very easy to find, but you can use a dog leash. You can use the belt off of like a bathrobe or just like your belt, something. Any kind of long, sturdy strap is going to work. So you don't have to have anything special. But if you need to go gather some equipment, put a pause on this, come back, and we'll meet you here. Okay, my friends. Let's get started. So we are going to grab our yoga strap and we're going to just bring it to the side of our mat. We're going to have that readily available for us. And we're going to move the blocks just kind of out of the way for right now. I like to put them at the front of my mat, but wherever's fine. But we want to make sure that this yoga strap is handy so that we're not flailing around looking for it. So we're going to come down on our back. Come on down, lay down. Bring those palms to face forward. Now, if laying flat on your back is not comfortable for you, you can bend into those knees. Bring those feet as wide as the mat and lean those knees towards each other. That is another great option here. So honor your body. And let's just start to breathe. Let your body just adjust to being on the floor. Take in any noises that might be around you. Notice that they're there and let them float away on a cloud. Any thoughts that might pop into your mind, you can just put those on a little cloud and let them float away. They'll come back around later. Throughout our practice today, everything I tell you is a suggestion and not a command. Make any adjustments and modifications to these postures to better serve your body. I'll give you lots of options, but there is a million ways to do the same thing. So just find what feels natural for you. We're always going to look for that juicy ache of a good stretch. And we're going to back away and back out of any kind of actual pain. We don't want to hurt ourselves. We're just here to love ourselves. And draw your attention to your breath, making no changes, just observing as you inhale and exhale. Start to do a little scan of your body, searching in all of those muscle groups, maybe into your legs, into your hips, looking for areas of tension, areas of tightness. Search around that back. Send your mind's eye up and down that spine, around those muscles. Let your shoulders feel heavy. Unclench your jaw. Release your tongue from the roof of your mouth. And start to deepen your breath, inhaling fully and completely. Feel that belly expand, feel that rib cage expand. And exhale, let it go. Big, full, deep breath in and release. For every inhale, think renew and refresh. And for every exhale, think release. Sending that breath in through your body. Sending that breath swirling around your lungs, swirling through your body all the way down to your toes. And exhale it out, let it go. Give yourself love today. You are worthy. You are safe. You deserve the same love and kindness and attention and caring that you give everybody else. Give it to yourself today. We're going to start to invite some movement here. If our legs are straight, start to bend into those knees. Maybe bring those knees as wide as the mat and start to sway those knees from side to side, taking your time. Maybe we inhale as our knees go towards the ceiling and exhale as they go to one side. Inhale those knees towards the ceiling and exhale to the other side. Don't be afraid to get real dramatic as you work your way from side to side. Let that hip lift up. Let those knees dip a little closer to the mat. And with every exhale, those knees come down a little bit lower. With every inhale, those knees come up towards the ceiling. And maybe the next time we find our knees on the left side of our mat, we can let those knees come on down. Maybe we press our pelvis towards that left side of our mat. Maybe we point our right knee towards that lower left corner. Extend those arms out to a T and maybe turn your head to the right. Find a little reclined twist here. Take a couple of breaths. One more big breath in. Tighten up on those tummy muscles and draw those knees back to center. Draw that gaze back to center. Continue your merry way, swaying those knees from side to side. Now you see where we're going. We're going to eventually work our way to the other side. Take your time getting there. But eventually, we'll find our knees on the right-hand side of our mat, and we'll let those knees come all the way down. Press that pelvis towards that right edge of your mat. Point that left knee towards that lower right corner of your mat. Maybe we turn our head to the left. Find a little reclined twist on this side. Give your body permission to let go. Send that breath through your body. One more big breath in. And on that exhale, tighten those tummy muscles. Draw those knees back up to center. Draw that gaze back up to center. Sway those knees a little from side to side. Bring the soles of your feet together to touch. Let those knees splay open. Bringing those arms out to a T with your palms facing up. Bend into those elbows. So we're making kind of like cactus arms. And draw those fingertips towards each other. Take a couple breaths here in your little figure eight. This is a great de-stressing stretch. I do this a lot when I am in bed, actually, before I go to sleep. I'll make a little figure eight with my body. Let those knees feel heavy. Let those elbows feel heavy. Full deep breath in and let it go. One more big breath in and exhale. Draw those hands down to the outsides of your thighs and then guide those knees back up to center. Inhale those arms out. Extend those legs. Big breath in. And exhale. Bend into your knees. Draw your knees towards your chest. They don't have to fold yourself into a ball, but kind of in that direction. And maybe a little rocking from side to side feels good. We can hold on to our knees. We can hold on to our shins. We can even hold on behind our knees, whatever feels right for you. And rock a little bit. Take some time here. This might feel really good if you suffer from some sciatica pain. And if it feels good to hang out on one side, that's okay. You can hang out there for a minute. Let that kind of help you get a little compression massage there. And reach over and grab a hold of that strap. We're going to unroll that strap or that belt or that tie or that dog leash, whatever we got. And we're going to bring the strap underneath the balls of our feet and extend those feet up towards the ceiling. Get a nice firm grip on that strap. I like to kind of wrap it around my hands. And then flex those feet, press those heels towards the ceiling as you gently, gently, gently pull on that strap and draw those legs in the direction of your head. We're not looking to fold ourselves in half. That's just the direction that we're pointing. And maybe we let our legs lean a little from side to side. That might feel really good here. Big breath in and let it go. And we are going to start on that right foot today. So we're going to keep that right foot in the strap, release that left foot down, and allow that left foot to extend out. Gather those straps into your hands. Start to walk your hands up those straps just until you feel that nice stretch up the back of your leg. And you're going to hold on to both of those straps with that right hand and release that left hand down. Take a big breath in. And on your exhale, draw that right leg out to the right. Even bend into those elbows if you like. Give yourself a little kickstand here. And then experiment. Point and flex that foot. Maybe press that heel towards the wall. Maybe point those toes. And observe those sensations in your body. Take a big breath in. Let it go. One more big breath. And release. Gently bend into that knee, draw that leg back to center and extend that foot. We're just going to switch our grip. So we're going to hold on with our left hand and release that right hand. Draw all of your attention down to that right hip. We want to keep this right hip anchored to the floor as we allow this right leg to just lean over towards the left. You should find a nice little IT band stretch here and experiment with pointing and flexing that foot. Movement is great and highly encouraged. Take a few breaths here and observe those sensations. That little IT band stretch will help you out with a lot of lower back pain. So breathe here. And if your body's craving a little bit more, you can let that hip lift up. You can let that right leg continue its journey over to the left. And maybe we extend that right hand out. Maybe we turn our head to the right. Find a little reclined twist on this side. Point and flex that foot. Great job. Great job. Big breath in. Let it go. Gently bend into that right knee. Draw that right leg back to center. Extend that right foot towards the ceiling. Split those strips in your hands. Get a good firm grip, and then bring that left foot up to meet the right. Extend those heels towards the ceiling. Press as if you're going to stand on that ceiling. Maybe a gentle sway from side to side. And we're just going to the other side. So we're going to keep that left foot in the strap as we release that right foot down and let that right leg extend out. Gather those straps in your hands. Gently walk those hands up your strap until you feel that nice stretch up the back of your leg. And we're going to hold on to both straps with that left hand, releasing that right hand. Big breath in. And on your exhale, let that left leg splay out to the left. You can bend into that elbow if you need to. Point and flex that foot. Give your body permission to let go. You are worthy. You are loved. One more big breath in and release. Gently bend into that knee. Draw that leg back to center. Extend that foot towards the ceiling. We're going to switch our grip on our straps. So we're going to hold on with that right hand, releasing that left hand down. Bring all of your attention to this left hip. We want to keep this left hip anchored down to the floor as we allow this left leg to just kind of lean to the right. Find a little IT band stretch here. Take a couple of breaths. Experiment with pointing and flexing that foot. Observe those sensations. And if your body is craving a little bit more, you can let that left leg continue its journey to the right. Let that hip lift up and find a little recline twist on this side. Point and flex that foot. Inhale fully and exhale, let it go. Gently bend into that left knee. Draw that left leg back up to center. Split those straps in your hands. Get a nice firm grip. And then bring that right foot up to meet the left. So we're going to hold on to the ends of our straps and spread those feet nice and wide in those straps. Bend into those knees. Point those knees towards your armpits. And then maybe find a little rocking from side to side here. This version of Happy Baby is accessible to just about everybody. Pointing those knees towards your armpits. Great job, great job. Draw those feet closer to each other and then bend into those knees. Let those feet come on down. Grab that strap. Just kind of set it out of your way. Excellent job. Sway those knees from side to side. And when you are ready, and as you are ready, slowly, slowly start to press yourself up and join me in your easiest, most comfortable seats. You can sit on these blocks if you want to. Sometimes a little hip elevation helps out a lot, so you can absolutely sit on these blocks and do that with your hips elevated, or we can stay flat on the floor. These legs, they can be in crisscross applesauce, but it may serve you better to extend a leg or two, and that's okay. You can do that. We're going to do that in a little while anyway, so if you want to get up on the game, you can extend those legs. But sit up nice and tall. Pull those shoulders back. Let them settle in. Bring those hands to your knees. Maybe those palms face up. Maybe those palms face down, whatever serves you today. And extend the top of your head towards the ceiling as if you can hold up the ceiling with your head. Close your eyes or bring them down to the front of your mat. Listen to the sound of your voice. Listen to the sound of your breath as you inhale and exhale. Inhale those arms up, reaching high towards the ceiling. Turn those palms out and exhale those arms down. Great job. Inhale those arms up, reaching high towards the ceiling. Turn those palms out. Exhale all the way down. Inhale those arms up, reaching high towards the ceiling. This time, we're going to bring this right hand down to the mat. Extend this left hand over. Now take a moment here and press that left hip into the mat as you reach that left arm out. Take a few breaths here. Open up those ribs. Maybe experiment with drawing that arm forward. Maybe experiment with drawing that arm back. Make some movements here as you breathe. Let it go. Tighten up on those tummy muscles. Draw that body back up to center. Inhale those arms up. And we're just going to go to the other side. Bring this left hand down, this right hand over. Anchor that right hip into the mat as you reach that right hand. You can look up, you can look down, whatever works for you. Maybe experiment with swaying that arm back and swaying that arm forward, observing those sensations in our bodies, feeling that stretch along our back, along our ribs. You might even feel it in your hips. Tighten those tummy muscles, draw that body back to center. Great job. Let us extend our legs, both legs, as wide as feels comfortable for you. If you got any juicy goodness back behind you, move it out of the way. Those, the bottom of your hip bones right there, you should feel those kind of coming in contact with the floor. Those are what we call our sit bones. And you'll hear that a lot in most yoga classes. But they're just the bottoms of your hip bones. Sit up nice and tall here. Bring your hands to your knees. Take a big breath in. And on that exhale, we're going to just lean forward. Let those hands slide down towards our shins and maybe eventually towards our ankles. Let that heart start to kind of lean in the direction of the floor. We may not go far, but as long as we're feeling the stretch, that's what matters. Pull those shoulders from your ears. Make that back feel nice and flat. And then visualize that heart just lowering down to the floor. Take a big breath here and let it go. Inhale, draw that body back up. And exhale. Big full breath in. And exhale, lean forward. Draw those hands towards those ankles. Inhale, draw that body back up. And exhale. Big full breath in. And exhale, lean forward. Draw those hands towards those ankles. Inhale, draw that body back up. And exhale. Big full breath in. And lean forward. Draw those hands towards your ankles. Visualize that heart lowering down towards the floor. Big breath in. Draw that body back up. Exhale, let it go. Great job. Great job. Inhale those arms up towards the ceiling. Maybe look up between our hands. And exhale, this time fold forward, reaching those hands out towards the atmosphere. And then bring those hands down wherever they may be. Pull those shoulders from your ears. Make that back feel nice and flat. Take a big deep breath in. And on that exhale, maybe we let that heart lower just a little bit more. Maybe we bring that chin to our chest. Maybe we allow those shoulders to round. Take a few breaths here. Send that love to the backs of your legs, to those hamstrings. Meet yourself where you are today. You are exactly where you need to be. Big breath in. Let it go. Start to walk those hands back nice and slow, nice and easy. We're going to bend into that right knee. Draw that right foot in the direction of your groin. It doesn't have to be tight in there, just whatever's bending you in that general direction. Inhale those arms up. And exhale, fold forward. Reach those hands forward. Maybe we crawl those fingers forward. Pull those shoulders from your ears. Make that back feel nice and flat. Big breath in. And exhale, let that heart lower down. If you've got a bit of a belly like me, it might require that foot to inch forward a little bit. That's totally okay. Adjust for your body. You deserve to do yoga too. Just because we don't look like Instagram models does not make us unworthy. You are worthy. Big breath in and let it go. Start to walk those hands back nice and slow, nice and easy. We're just doing the other side. So we're going to extend that right foot out and bend into that left knee. Make allowances for that belly. Inhale those arms up. And exhale, fold forward. We may not be the same on each side. Everybody's different, and everybody's different on each side. So meet yourself where you are. Maybe we crawl those fingertips forward, take a big breath in, and on that exhale, let that heart lower down towards the floor. It may not go far, and that's okay. If you feel the stretch, then you are doing it right. If you don't feel the stretch, move until you do. Breathe here. Start to walk those hands back nice and slow, nice and easy. And we're going to go from here to our tabletop posture. So that means our hands and our knees. So we're going to come up on our knees. Bring those knees right underneath your hips. Bring those wrists right underneath your shoulders. Take a big breath here. Round that spine up towards the ceiling. Tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone, cat pose. And exhale, let that belly drop. Let those shoulders go back and down. Maybe look up, cow pose. Inhale, round that spine up towards the ceiling. Tuck that chin, tuck that tailbone. Maybe feels good to sink those hips back a little bit. Maybe it feels good to dip one shoulder, dip the other shoulder. Shift that body forward. Find that cow pose. Arch your back. Pull those shoulders from your ears. Maybe it feels good to sway those hips a little. Maybe it feels good to shake that head no dramatically. Let's do some cat cows. Moving into one posture and into the other. Making any natural movements here that feel good. Maybe some body circles feel good. Maybe dipping those hips back when you're in cat pose. Visualize your spine. As you are bending and flexing and moving that spine, visualize it. Feel that body moving and expressing all that old energy, and take some deep breaths here. Get in some new and fresh energy. One more cat pose. One more cow pose. Bring those knees as wide as the mat. Maybe those big toes come towards each other. Sink those hips back however far they may go, and walk those hands forward. Let that heart lower down. A little bit of a child's pose here. It's okay if those hips don't come all the way down. It's okay if those hips stay a little elevated. Kind of have like a little puppy child's pose hybrid here, and that's okay. Take a couple breaths and release. Come on back. Press into those hands. Come on back to that tabletop. And then we are going to extend this left foot forward. Bringing that left foot forward. Taking a moment here and grabbing a hold of those blocks and having them at the top of our mat for us. Just like so. So we want to shift those hips forward. But we also want to kind of pay attention to where our body is. We want to make sure we stay safe here. So we want to see where our knee and our ankle are. If your knee is directly over your ankle or just behind, you're golden. If you find that knee is extended way over your ankle, that's just going to open up the door for injury. We don't want to open up the door for injury. So if that happens, walk that front foot forward or scoop that back knee back, whatever works. Find it then. There you go. You should be able to find your nice low lunge here. Sink those hips down and forward. Send that attention to the front of that right hip, that little muscle you're feeling. He's the culprit for a lot of sciatica pain. So take a couple big breaths in. Send that love right to that area. And exhale. All right, we're going to transition from this to lizard. So we're going to bring our block and our hand to the inside of that left leg. And we're going to heel toe walk that left leg all the way off that mat and let that leg just kind of splay open. Now we have our blocks. We're going to start to lower down, sinking those hips forward, letting that knee splay open. We're going to find a little lizard pose. We can bring our hands to blocks. If you can bring your arms down to forearms, that's cool too, but we're going to just meet ourselves wherever we are. Find your lizard. Take 3 breaths. Let those hips sink down nice and low. One more breath. Press into those blocks. Draw that body back up. Start to walk that foot back to center. Bring that hand to the outside of our left foot, and then bring that left knee back to meet the right. That was a very intense stretch. So come to this tabletop for just a moment. Sway those hips a little from side to side. All right, great job, my friends. So we're just going to the other side. So we're going to bring that right foot forward. Shift those hips down and forward. Check your knee ankle placement. Make sure we're staying in our safety zone. Bring your hands to your blocks. Press into the blocks. Let those hips sink down. Draw your attention to the front of that left hip. We got to stretch both of them out. We've got 2 of them. If you got 2 hips, you got 2 psoas muscles. So take a couple breaths here. Send that love where it deserves. And then we're going to bring this right hand with the block to the inside of that right foot. We're going to heel toe walk that right foot off the edge of our block. Start to sink those hips down and forward. Bring those hands wherever they may be. Let that knee splay open. Find a little lizard here. Take 3 breaths. Here in Florida, we got lizards everywhere. You may not have lizards in your backyard where you're at, and that's okay. You got one in your house. You're the lizard. Big breath in and let it go. To come out of this, we're going to slowly bring that foot back to center. Slowly bring that right hand to the outside of that right knee. Press into those blocks. We're just going to bring that right knee back to meet the left. Great job. Come back to that tabletop. 1 cat pose. 1 cow pose. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so from here, we're going to walk our hands a handprint forward. We're going to shift our whole body forward so our chest is over those hands. Bend into those elbows. Lower that body down. Stack those forearms on top of each other. Rest your forehead. Crocodile. Maybe sway those hips a little from side to side. Take some breaths here. And while we are in crocodile, let us draw this right knee up in kind of a right angle. Maybe we let that foot kind of come out a little bit. A little half frog here. Take some breaths. Nobody's going to go into your living room with a protractor. So whatever feels about like a right angle. Big breath in. Let it go. One more breath in and release. Straighten that right leg. Sway those hips a little from side to side. Bend into that left knee. Bring that left knee at about a 90-degree angle or so, whatever feels about right to you. Take some breaths here. If it doesn't serve you today, sometimes our bodies don't let us. So you don't have to. You can extend that leg. Sometimes my body doesn't let me do the same thing every single day, so that's okay. But you breathe here, wherever you may be, and exhale. Draw that leg back to center. Bring those palms underneath your shoulders. Big breath in and press into your hands, press into your knees, shift that body up. And we're going to kind of crawl forward a couple bits and then come on down to a seat. Not too shabby. Grab a hold of your block. Got a couple more little tricks up my sleeve for you today. And go ahead and lay down. Bend into those knees. Maybe those heels are sort of kind of in line with your hip bones. The yoga police won't break down your door if they're not perfectly in line, so you just worry about what feels right for you. And you're going to reach over and grab a hold of that block, press into your hands, lift those hips, and slide that block right underneath your sacrum. You are worth the time it takes to move that block around till you feel fully supported. And take a couple breaths here. Supported bridge pose. Being careful to not fall off your block. Maybe lean those knees a little bit from side to side. All of these things can be done without the block. So if it's not serving you here, you can take it out. But if you suffer from sciatica pain or piriformis pain, this probably feels incredible. This is one of my favorite things to do if I'm having some lower back pain. I will totally lay on my living room floor just like this and watch TV upside down and just enjoy my supported bridge pose. All right, back to stillness. And let us cross this right ankle over this left knee. Let this thigh feel so heavy. You could even reach down and give it a gentle press if you wanted to. This is the pose. You don't have to do anything else. Everything after this moment is sprinkles on the cupcake, my friend. If this is where you're at, you are receiving what you need. But if your body is craving a little bit more, you can lift up on that left leg. You can reach down. You can hold on to that left thigh or even that right shin. Take a big breath here. And on that exhale, draw those knees a little closer to your heart. Find a reclined pigeon pose here. If you're careful to not fall off your block, maybe a gentle sway from side to side might feel good. It may feel good to extend that left leg towards the ceiling and roll out that left ankle. Big breath in and let it go. If you straighten that leg, you can bend into that knee. Big breath in And exhale, draw those knees a little closer to your heart. Lower down on that left foot, lower down on that right foot. Sway those knees a little bit from side to side. And we're just going to the other side. Cross that left ankle over that right knee. This is it. You don't have to do anything else. This is the pose. But if your body's craving a little bit more, you can lift up on that right leg. You can reach down. You can hold on to that right thigh or even that left shin. Take a big breath in and feel that belly pressing against those thighs. And on your exhale, maybe we draw those knees a little closer. Maybe we extend that right foot towards the ceiling. Roll out that right ankle. Inhale and exhale. Let it go. If you straighten that leg, you can bend into that knee. Take a big breath in. And exhale, draw those knees towards your heart. You could move like half of a millimeter and it totally counts. As long as you're feeling that nice stretch up in your hamstrings, you should be feeling just fine. This is going to help a lot with that lower back pain. And lower down on that right foot, lower down on that left foot. Extend those legs. That might feel incredible. Extend those arms up over your head. Find yourself in a big old extended bridge posture. Big breath in. Let it go. Take a moment and breathe here. If you straighten those knees, you can bend into those knees. Press into those feet. Gently lift those hips. Grab that block. Pull it out from underneath of you. Round that spine down towards the floor. Extend those legs out or keep them bent, whatever serves you today. Close your eyes. Bring those arms out to a T and turn those palms so they are facing the ceiling. Allow your body to just rest and absorb all that new energy you just created. Let your mind sink into a place that makes you happy. Maybe it's a field of flowers. Maybe it's the beach. Maybe it's a library. Wherever it may be, spend some time in there. Allow your mind to play in this space. Unclench your jaw. Soften that space in between your eyebrows. Release your tongue from the roof of your mouth. And I will bring you back. Just play in your happy space. start to return to your body. Wiggle those fingers and wiggle those toes. A big breath in, draw those arms up over your head. Give yourself one of them yummy Sunday morning stretches. Maybe we interlace those fingers and press those palms out. Exhale. Bend into those knees. And then come down to one side. Roll over to whatever side you want. Find yourself in a little fetal pose here. Take a big breath in, send that breath all through your body, scooping up any old energy and let it go. And when you're ready, start to press yourself up. Find yourself in your easiest, most comfortable seats. And maybe that means one leg's sticking out. That's okay. I'm going to do it too. Solidarity, my friends. Bring those hands to prayer and bring them right to your heart center. Close your eyes and listen to the sound of your breath as you inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And as we give honor to the beautiful culture that gave us yoga, we recite, "The light in me sees and honors the light in each of you." Thank you for sharing your practice with me today. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this and I hope that back is feeling so much better. Please give me a thumbs up in this video if you enjoyed this, and be sure to subscribe to my channel, and I will post videos all the time, different types of stretches. Let me know in the comments down below if there is a particular stretch that you are craving. I can absolutely demonstrate that for you. And be sure to share me with your friends. If you know anybody who is interested in yoga and is a little bit intimidated to try it, encourage them to come check me out, because I am happy to help people who do not feel comfortable going to a yoga studio to learn how to move their own body. That is my whole goal in life. I want you to feel comfortable and safe. I do encourage you to check out your local yoga studios. I work in one here in Florida. I want to thank A Little Twisted Yoga for allowing me this beautiful space to teach in, and I'm always here for you at home, though. So that's what I'm here for. I love you so much. Take care of each other. Bye-bye.